Alright, what is up everybody? Coming back at you with another video on the channel today. And today we have a fairly new Wii knife. Came out May 3rd, maybe? May 13th? I don't know, came out a week or two ago. So the Wii knife Ziphius, however you say it, came out about a month or so ago. And it was getting raving reviews. People were loving it. Well, I happened to notice scrolling through Blade HQ, looking at the Ziphius, that they had a new knife called the EXCITON that was not released yet. Very, very similar, but a different blade shape, and it had a reverse flick / thumb deployment hole, which everybody knows holes are better than studs. Just facts, don't hate. So yeah, so I waited for that knife to come out, and it is now here. So let's get right into it. Oh, it's a scratch on the box. Okay, so this is my first limited edition Wii knife, and it comes with this sleeve. This was limited to 4 or 5 different versions, colorways, and there's only 205 pieces that will ever be produced of each version, which is kind of cool. A lot of the Ziphius knives sold out. They did the same thing, 205 pieces. So with an exclusive knife like that, you get a COA, silver bead blast, carbon fiber integral spacer, number 76 out of 205. It's got the CEO of Wii Knife signature. Kind of a complicated COA. I've never seen one with this much info on it. Kind of cool. Got the Wii Knife sticker, so that was cool. They do that. It's a fairly expensive knife for a Wii Knife knife. Got there, which not really, I guess, anymore with what prices are nowadays. Got your microfiber. Got an instructions card. This thing, love your new knife. Of course, you gotta have the Isham Designs in there. I guess that's the only sticker they give out anymore. Anyway, wait a minute. Who are you? Boom, the Wii Knife EXCITON. So yes, I've had this knife 2 days now, so I've carried it both days, and I gotta say, guys, I really love it. I didn't really have a high-end button lock in the collection right now. I did have a ProTech Malibu. I ended up selling it. I'm not a big flipper only guy, unless it's the new Sharp by Design. But I ended up selling that knife. I had some centering issues. And I do have a Vosteed Valkyrie. That's the only button knife I had right now. And I do like button knives. And I know from my experience with Civivi knives, Wii Knife Co. / Civivi does great button locks. A button lock, aka a plunge lock. You'll see the button there. That is connected to your button. When it opens, a spring pops that out, and that's what holds your knife locked. Absolutely zero front to back play, which can happen with some plunge locks. The detent, though, is the thing with the Wii Knife Co. button locks, and specifically this knife. That detent is, honestly, it's better. It's better than a lot of frame lock / liner lock knives that I've had. The detent's just incredible. I was blown away. They have absolutely got the button lock figured out. Now, ProTech does a really good job with the detent on their knives as well, but they're mainly flippers only. Sometimes I like a flipper only. Very rarely, though. This is like the first flipper only knife I've had in a long time, and the detent on this and just everything about this knife is amazing. But anyways, the Wii Knife EXCITON. So what do you get here? The handle is very similar, if not identical, to the Ziphius, however you want to say it, that came out. So 3.75 inch compound ground drop point blade. This is not a Tonto. You've got their bead blasted finish, which isn't my favorite, but overall it's not a bad finish. I do like the look. I think showing a belt satin finish on this compound grind will just put this knife over the edge though. Very, very generous finger choil. I love a knife with a good finger choil, especially a bigger knife like this. I believe it's like 8.5, 8.6 inches overall, right in there. Wait a minute. These fellows will tell us. Blade length, 3.68. Overall length, 8.68 inches. It is 20 CV blade still. Now, some people complain like the HRC number is low on it. Bro, shut up. I don't give a shit, man. I really don't care. It's really sharp. I don't hard use my knives. You know, if I'm going to cut something every day to the point where it's going to dull out my blade, I use a utility knife. Oh, wow. Crazy, huh? You know, I'll cut boxes and random stuff with my actual knives. More of a fidgeter slash collector. I do use them some. But if I'm going to sit there and cut open 50 concrete bags, I'm using a utility knife, dude. And people kill me with that. The hardness isn't, it's, the HRC is one below what I would like. Okay, bro, great. That's fucking great. Keep it to yourself. So yeah, 20 CV. 20 CV is probably one of my favorite stills overall. I do like M390, but I like the corrosion resistance of 20 CV. Full titanium handles. You've got this nice kind of orange stripe. I like the small details they've done here, like those 3 milled out holes. Now the back spacer here is a carbon fiber integral back spacer. So it is one piece and you get the in-cut carbon fiber on the end here, which is beautiful, I must say. It does come off with these 4 screws here, and you do have a standoff on the inside of the knife for some extra added stability. You do get the, this is just titanium, and it's their like lightning ano. It's not Damascus. Some people hate it. I don't hate it, but I wouldn't like, they have a titanium integral backspacer version that has that crazy lightning ano over the whole thing. And not a fan of that. I like this cleaner look. There's 4 or 5 versions of this knife. This is definitely my favorite. Now the ergos on this knife are awesome. I've got big ham hands, you probably know. I can get a 4-finger grip and have some left. And hell, I could even choke back on this thing to get down to the end of it there. Again, the finger choil, very generous. I mean, you can get as far up on it as you want, and I'm not even close to the edge. The action, and it was like this guy's right out of the box. I have fidgeted a lot with it over the past 2 days, but it was literally drop shut like this out of the box. Let me change my lighting a little. Yeah, I'm very happy with this knife. Oh, another thing, it's very light. For how big of a knife it is, it's very, very light, 3.72 ounces. So that's almost perfect with the Cucklord boys. 1 inch per ounce. You know, they're up there with the HRC guys. Throwing shots today is what it is. 3.72 ounces for this knife is very impressive. I'm not sure where they're cutting the weight. I guess the milling out for the titanium. But yeah, I mean, you just, for how big the knife is, it is very light. Personally, that's not really a upside to me. I mean, we're talking 1 or 2 ounces here, guys. Nobody's going to notice that in their pocket. You're really not. You know, a little heavier, feels more substantial. You know, feels a little bit more quality. I have the Nitro Mini here, which I actually carry this knife a lot and use it quite a bit. It's very light as well for what it is, but these are very similar in weight, and this is a much bigger knife. So they really got the weight down on this thing. Flipper tab, it's a little bit of a smaller flipper tab. It is jimped very well there. as you can see. You can push button, no problem. And obviously the light switch works great as well. And I am a lefty, so the pocket clip is not reversible, which I'm so used to using a right-handed knife in my left pocket. It's almost weird when I do have a reversible clip now. The lefty flick, fantastic, as it is a button lock, and there's no, detent to worry about over here. And as a lefty, I feel like it's almost easier. I use my pointer finger there to hit that, and when I flick it from where the hole's a little higher up, I flick, and then I immediately grab in the choil there. So, boom, ready to go. Right-handed, not as much so. I guess that's a little bit of a difference there. Get on that with your thumb. The only bonus for me with the button lock, I can wrap my pinky around the clip, and it helps me hold it in a little better to hit that button lock. Whereas this way, I'm just kind of holding there with the pinch. Not a big deal though. Overall, I think WE has absolutely killed this knife. Centering's perfect. I have zero issues, guys. Zero issues with this knife. I wish some things were a little different, but it's not a fault to them because it's a design choice. It's not an issue. A lot of people get that confused. There's one guy, he got one of these. He was like, "It clicks. It clicks. It's defective. It's defective." But, if you don't like that it clicks, that's fine. But don't sit there and tell people you think the knife's defective, because it's not, and you're dumb. Yeah, so WE Knife Co. EXCITON. Fantastic knife, guys. These are sold out on most retailers. I actually got this one off of a eBay seller. He is selling it for retail, and they are brand new. It's digital_freaks. Absolutely great seller. He's got like over 200,000 sales. He always gets the WE knife stuff, and they stay around for a little bit. And it's funny, where he's located, he ships the same day, free shipping, USPS, and I get it the next day because he's like 2 hours away from me. Plenty sharp. I mean, it's not lasering through the paper. Oh, yeah, I guess it is, huh? Little rip there. But yeah, plenty sharp enough, guys. Throw this on the strop for a second, and it'll probably be laser beam sharp. So yeah, all the stuff you've heard is true. The WE Knife EXCITON is a great knife. But yeah, if you want this version, you're probably going to have to get it on eBay. But like I said, I bought quite a few knives from that seller. Brand new. I'm pretty sure he's an authorized retailer. And for retail. So no worries there. He's not like buying them from retailers and reselling them. He is the retailer. So yeah, WE Knife EXCITON, badass knife, very fidget friendly, very fun. I'm gonna sit there and play with it for hours, just like this. No issues. Awesome knife. So I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for more knife content coming soon. So I did my video on the Leon Mall Field Duty 3.5. And I love the knife. I got the detent perfect. It was actually too strong out of the box. But the bolsters on it, I didn't love that bead blast finish. It was a little uneven. So I went ahead and sent both bolsters, my back spacer, and the clip into River's Edge Cutlery to have them glass blasted. They're going to get them really uniform and smooth, and I think that will make that knife just perfect. Here is a glass blasted knife for reference. It's a Chris Reeve glass blasted knife. So that's the finish I'll be getting back there. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, guys, subscribe to the channel. Check out some of my other videos. More knife content coming soon. Go check out my review on the Arcane Design Crypt. I appreciate you guys watching, and have yourself a great day.